Yo, what is up everyone? It is Tony here, and today we're going to talk about a very special piece. It's called Rain. This is a piece that really launched my social media. It went pretty viral. I'm very excited to talk about this one with you. Okay, let's talk about the rain part, the intro bit, but I wanted to kind of mimic the movement of rain, kind of like dropping on the ground or in puddles or whatever. So just imagine like raindrops, you know what I'm saying? And then accompanying this, I wanted to have a descending harmony which reflected the falling of rain. And then moving forward with the rain idea, descending, the left hand is like everything pretty light, nothing too heavy right now. But this is when we kind of like start building up more and more, leading into our first small climax. So that bit, I guess you can say intro's like the start of rain, something light pouring. And then where I stop, that's like, you can say the thunderstorm when it gets like, a little bit crazy. End of the thunderstorm, going back to the light rain. The form is really just these two themes going back and forth. Building back up. To that thunderstorm bit. So this piece is pretty much just these two sections, the soft bit matched with the rainstorm bit. Let's talk about the final climax of this piece, which is very contrasting from these two bits. It's a different harmonic progression as well, a rising 4-5-6, which is very common in pop culture. And then with arpeggios mimicking the flow of water. So that's the final climax, but what I do is I do like arpeggios in both hands, like. And from then on, final climax, we die down. And then the rain kind of stops again. It's a crazy rainstorm, it's like soft, loud, light, and then it goes crazy pouring. But the piece ends on a soft note because I kind of wanted to do like a full cycle of a rainstorm, we start soft, and I feel like ending soft would have been a nice conclusion. So let's talk a little bit about the technical element of this piece. You know, first of all, I love arpeggios. You know, for those who listen to my music, I use it a lot. And this piece, there's a lot of arpeggios. The left hand for the second part of the first theme is just a descended chord, arpeggio. I feel like, you know, the reason why I love arpeggios is because it's very satisfying. It's a very clean, a very innocent sound, you know. In the climax, as I showed you, I was living in Los Angeles when I wrote this. This was in 2022, February or March. And LA never gets rain, you know what I'm saying? So it was a bit of a shock for me, you know, waking up to the sound of rain. You know, I used to live in like a high-rise in LA, you know, with a nice view of the city and sunsets. So that's my usual view. So like when I woke up and then, you know, first thing you see is just, you know, rain clouds and the sound of rain. It was, you know, quite shocking, but at the same time, pretty inspiring as well, you know? So I was like, you know, how would it sound to write a piece of music that mimicked the movement of rain falling down? So that's where the intro comes with the, you know, that was the whole inspiration of the piece. You know, it's just those two notes going back and forth. And that was my movement or portrayal of how rain feels on a piano, you know. And I wanted to choose a key as well that reflected the emotion of rain. So for me, rain isn't necessarily happy or sad. It can be a mix. Like for me, one of my favorite things to do is, you know, walk in Europe when it's raining, you know, with an umbrella, you know, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. That's a very therapeutic thing for me. But, you know, when I was growing up, you know, with my friends, and we used to make plans, and, you know, the storm just busts out of nowhere. It's not good for me at all, you know. So it's kind of a good and bad thing. So I wanted to choose a key, you know, that was a bit ambiguous, you know. G minor, I feel, is good because it's clean. It's not as dirty as, say, you know, or not as heavy as like, you know, E flat minor. It's not as clean or pure as like a D minor or A minor. I could have done it in G sharp minor. It's a little bit more like, it sounds a little bit more light, you know what I mean? Because it's a sharp key. You know, I could have done it in A minor as well. Super clean. It's just not the same. I felt like G minor had the right amount of lightness with the touch of darkness. And this is actually something I do a lot. I like to experiment with keys because I really believe that every key makes a song feel different. For me, G minor just fit the best with this piece, which is why I chose G minor. So now, let's play Rain. I'm very excited. Let's go. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I had a lot of fun talking about how I wrote this piece. It's a very special one. Go check out the whole song. There's also an orchestral version with Arkai out now. Yeah, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day or night and see you all soon. Peace out.